From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Today is Wednesday, it's the 23rd of November 2016, and this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Pat Garner.
And here we are on Thanksgiving Eve. It is the day before Thanksgiving, and I hope you all give some thought about being thankful and of what you are thankful. And we'll look over programming here in just a moment, but a couple of things for it, and I guess we can go ahead and do that now. Here's what's happening around the Wayne County area. Wayne County offices will be closed. You have a schedule, don't you?
I do.
All right, what's going on here?
The government offices will be closed on Thursday and Friday, which is the 24th and the 25th.
Government offices?
Yes.
Courthouse and other stuff?
Correct.
Okay.
The Peggy M. Seeger Senior Center
Right.
will be closed Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Oh, okay, 3 days.
3 days.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, okay.
Yes.
The senior center?
The Senior Center.
Okay.
The Wayne County libraries, which include Pikeville, Fremont, and Steele Memorial, as well as
And
Goldsboro,
Mount Olive.
Yes.
Okay, Mount Olive.
will be closing at 6 p.m. on Wednesday, which is today.
Oh, okay. Check it out.
And
That's a library joke, yeah.
they will be closed Thursday and Friday,
Mm-hmm.
the 24th and 25th, and reopen on Saturday, the 26th.
The library?
The libraries.
Okay.
Then we have the landfill,
Uh-huh.
which will be open today.
This is different, isn't it?
Yes.
What we told you yesterday, because I misread something, and this is the corrected version of what we're about to tell you.
Yes.
What are we about to tell them?
The landfill will be open today. They will be closed Thursday
Tomorrow.
only.
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 Only on Thanksgiving Day, the
And
landfill.
they will reopen on Friday.
Friday. So the only day the landfill will be closed will be tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day.
That's correct.
All right. What about the
Now-
convenience centers
The convenience centers are closed Wednesday, which is today,
today?
and Thursday.
Today and tomorrow.
Yes.
And they'll be open on Friday.
And they're open on Friday.
Okay. All right. Well, we got it straight now. So is that it?
That's it.
All right. Excellent. Outstanding. Wonderful. Wunderbar. Okay.
Don't forget the Tipsy Turkey Ball tonight.
I'll tell you about that in just a minute. But for our programming here on WGTV today, Wayne Goldsboro Television, our morning show will be an abbreviated version. We'll have a much shorter version tomorrow and Friday, and then we return to normal programming Monday. Okay, so we'll have an abbreviated version tomorrow. And the reason is to bring you information about things that are going on right now, and then just we won't have any interviews, and then we'll just leave it at that. How's that? And just hope you have a nice day Thursday and a nice day Friday as well, and then enjoy the weekend. Now the weather's going to be pretty nice. I mean, it will not be seasonal, not until the weekend, but it'll be nice. Okay, so just enjoy your Thanksgiving Day. Now, today's the 22nd. Today's the 23rd. I beg your pardon. Last night was Downtown Lights Up. Woo, boy, it was fun. Everything was all beautiful and all lit up and all glittery and everything, and it was fun. Horse-drawn trolley rides going on now. Santa Claus was here last night taking orders, and everything was. A lot of people attended. Everything was fun. Now tonight, beginning at 8 o'clock, is the Tipsy Turkey Ball. Okay, I'm not doing anything turkey-wise, but I'm just going to mention that the Tipsy Turkey Ball is tonight, beginning at 8 o'clock in the Terrace Room at the Waynesboro House. Now that's corner of Center and Walnut Streets, downtown Goldsboro, 8 o'clock, Terrace Room. It is a refurbished ballroom, if you will. It's a fantastic place with an enormous and very lengthy and very storied history. That's a fantastic place. They've redone it, rebuilt it, refurbished it, re-everythinged it, and it's a great place. So that's tonight. The Tipsy Turkey Ball starts at 8 o'clock. All right, that's tonight. And then on Saturday of this week is Small Business Saturday, and this is sponsored by the Downtown Goldsboro Development Corporation office. All right, it's on the 26th, Small Business Saturday. I should have more information about that. But the horse-drawn trolleys rides will be going every Tuesday, now until Christmas, and that will be, of course, started last night, and then they'll have another one on the 29th, and then December 6th, December 13th, and then December 20th, the horse-drawn trolley rides, and it's free to ride. Free to ride. Woohoo! Woohoo! I'm calling a hoo-hoo bird. Woohoo! Woohoo! Ah, ah. There you go.
I was wondering if that was a new turkey sound.
No, not a turkey. No. You're not going to let me forget that, are you?
Nope.
Okay. The next Downtown Art Walk is sponsored by Pine Corporation and taking place during First Friday, which is December 2nd. December 2nd. And it goes from 4 until 8 p.m. And the Arts Council has teamed up with downtown Goldsboro businesses, organizations, and over 20 local artists and musicians for a fun evening. Downtown Goldsboro will be all decked out in holiday lights and decorations, and I saw them testing the lights this morning.
Oh.
Yeah, they're testing them up. Looking good. Anyway, so enjoy the lights and listen to the festive songs of roaming carolers and local musicians. Warm up with hot cider at one of the cider stops and meet the Arts Council's life-size gingerbread man. Take a nibble. Shop downtown, huh? Okay. Shop downtown business. I felt that look. Shop downtown businesses and artists. It's going to be a wonderful evening. Come to the Arts Council of Wayne County, 102 North John Street, downtown Goldsboro. Sold. On Friday, December 2nd, starting at 4 p.m., you'll be able to pick up an Art Walk map and an Art Walk passport, and then begin your Art Walk journey. Got it. You can journey to any location on the map and visit them in any order you prefer. So you can get your passport stamped at each of these stops, and then once you've completed your entire holiday art walk, you can bring your passport back to the Arts Council of Wayne County. Arts Council of Wayne County, no later than 8 o'clock that evening, and you'll be entered to win a $100 gift certificate to the Arts Council's Art Market. If you want more information about that, their number is 919-736-3300, 919-736-3300. What have you?
What have we? We have Christmas parades.
Yo!
Starting December the 3rd, we'll start out in Mount Olive at 10 o'clock. Then we'll head to Fremont on the same day at 1 o'clock. And we'll come to downtown Goldsboro at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Whoa. Whoa.
And then on Sunday, which is December the 4th, Pikeville will have their Christmas parade starting at 3.
Excellent. Excellent. Eureka has a Christmas parade too, right?
Yes, Eureka is December the 11th at 3.
11th. All right. Excellent. We have a, why is that circled?
Because that's the only blood drive we have.
I knew that. Just want to make sure you knew that. We have a blood drive. It's coming up on the 29th, and that's next week, isn't it? The 29th at 10 a.m. at Butterball Corporate, which is on North Oak Forest Road, just off Highway 70 bypass. That starts at 10 o'clock, and that's on the 29th.
Next Tuesday.
Which is Tuesday of next week. Okay? We need to go ahead and get our interview out of the way here because I'm looking forward to this.
Okay.
All right?
Who we got?
I'm going to surprise you.
Oh.
Our interview up next on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Today we're at the office of United Wayne here in Goldsboro. We're talking with the chairman, director. What the heck are you?
Executive Director of the United Way.
That's what I was going to say. Executive Director, United Way. Steve Parr is with us. Hey, buddy.
Hey, man, good to see you.
It's always good to see
Thanks
Steve
for coming
Parr.
by and visiting.
You and I have known each other a number of years. And
Probably about 27, 28.
Yes, I think it is something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
It's a long time. Yeah.
It is a long time.
And United Wayne, United Way of Wayne County, which is shortened to United Wayne.
Right.
every year we have a campaign, and every year we ask people to donate, and every year we ask people to give to United Way so that United Way can help support other agencies and organizations throughout the community. And a few years back, you broke it down as to exactly where the money goes, exactly how many people are helped each year.
You know, and this year the goal that we set is to impact over 23,000 lives.
23,000 people directly helping
through
these
a variety of community partner programs.
Yeah.
And we ask people to invest in what we do. Make an investment. You know, people can give to a lot of different things, but when you invest in United Way, you're investing in something that really will have direct impact on people, and it's measurable. We know the success rates of the programs. We know where the money is going. We know how people are being impacted. So it's an investment in areas of health and wellness, education, financial stability, and community responsiveness. And I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to put you on the spot.
Go ahead.
All right, I want to ask you to give me an example of how a family that is receiving help through an agency that is supported by United Way, tell me how that family can benefit and then help others in the community through that help.
Well, let me just, instead of a family, let me talk to you about an individual.
Let's do that.
There is an individual, his name is Keith. Keith lost his job in trucking. He was trying to make it back to the New Bern area of North Carolina, and he made it to Goldsboro because he ran out of gas. He was living in his car. You keep in mind now, this is a gentleman who lost a job.
This is a true story?
A true story. You know, so he made it to Goldsboro, and he started searching for shelters, and he came upon the Salvation Army. So their program that we invest in is the men's homeless shelter. So he was there, and make the long story short, is that he went through a variety of steps with the Salvation Army. He had probably a file about 3 inches thick of applications that he submitted, looking for work. Salvation Army took him under their wing, and that was their focus: is how can we work with this gentleman to rebuild his life? He doesn't want to be without a job. He said, you know, it was hard for me when I had to indicate I was homeless. That's a tough thing for somebody who worked all their life.
Yeah.
Bottom line is, a job came open. He got a part-time job at the Paramount Theater. That job then turned into other opportunities. He's now working full-time for the city of Goldsboro.
Wow.
And he's still volunteering for the Salvation Army. And he's still volunteering, I think, for the Paramount Theater. I could be wrong there, but I think he is. So there is an investment. This year we're talking in terms of it's more than a checkbox. I mean, we all get, even our envelopes at church, you know, check off how much you're putting in the envelope. You know, you check off, this is a donation I'm going to make. Well, it goes beyond that, doesn't it? It's more than a checkbox. Keith is more than a checkbox. He's a good example that when you make that investment, look what you're really investing in. You know, we've rebuilt a person's life, and without the people in this community who've invested in United Way, who in turn invested in that program, they would not have been able to invest in the rebuilding of that gentleman's life.
And this man is one
person out of
23,000
of thousands of people
that will be helped.
When you look at the Scouts, and the Scouts bringing their wonderful programs to the kids in the community housing areas, to let them see, you know, look what's out there. Look at what we can do. Look what you can accomplish being involved in the scouting programs.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and then, of course, the safety net. You know, domestic violence is a horrendous issue and a horrendous crime. Where does a woman and child go when that happens to them? And we're fortunate to have a shelter here in Wayne County to protect people when that happens in their life. Why is it there? Because people invested in United Way. We in turn invested in that program, and then it's being invested in establishing a safe place for women and children to go.
And you're not just pulling these out of the top of your hat. These are actual organizations
Absolutely.
in which you invest. Salvation Army, Boy Scouts, the
Boys and
Battered-
Girls
Battered
Club,
Women, Boys
the
and Girls
scouting programs. I mean, Partnership for Children.
Yes,
When you-
Partnership for Children.
the
Meals on Wheels.
Meals on Wheels, the Watch program.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just a large group of organizations that are diverse, but together they're impacting the lives of over 23,000 people.
And those 23,000 people are directly affected, which means that countless numbers of others, they all belong to a family, and people within that
Yeah.
family are also affected the same way.
And this recent storm that we had and the flooding that came with it, there are lots of people, as we all know, that have been impacted by that storm. They probably never would have thought that they would be assisted by the Salvation Army or the Red Cross. I mean, you never know. And unfortunately, those people are still suffering. And we know that, and we're out there working with our disaster relief fund in supporting not only Red Cross, Salvation Army, but other groups that some have came from away, as they say. Christ in Action came from Virginia.
That's right.
Team Rubicon, they're headquartered in California. They brought volunteers here. I mean, we were able to do all that because people invested in what we do.
That's right. Wow. So, United Way of Wayne County. The campaign is underway, but will be ending soon,
It'll probably have to run beyond the new year.
which it's
Done
It's
before.
done that before.
But we've had some setbacks, and some of that directly were impacted by the storm, the flooding. I mean, we all read that one large employer had to close their doors
Yeah.
because they were flooded, and that had an impact to United Way of over $27,000.
And that's a big hit.
It's a big hit.
So, without getting negative about this, how do we turn this around and make it a positive?
A positive. We all know this is a caring community.
Yes.
We know that there's opportunity this year, especially, for people that have never considered or thought about investing in United Way to say, this is the year I want to do this. Let me make a difference. Let me be part of having a successful community campaign that turns around, keeps the money local, invests in local programs, and invests in the lives of people like Keith.
Well, what do you say to people who say, I'd love to, but I don't have thousands of dollars to give to this organization, to United Way?
Every dollar makes a difference, doesn't
Every
it?
dollar
Makes a difference.
Yeah.
And we live on pledges. So if someone says, I want to help, what do I do? Make a pledge. You can pay it next year. You don't have to pay it now. Get through the holidays.
Can you pay it on the installment plan?
You can make it on the installment plan. Yes. We'll even take $20 at a time.
Right.
Well,
Well, I've done that.
I know you have done that, and I appreciate you have done that.
Yes, sir.
And that was just at the spur of the moment that
It
you said,
was.
"Hey, I want to
Just
do a
here.
little something more
Yeah,
than what I
exactly.
normally do."
Yeah.
But that's what it's going to take, because we're not raising money outside of the community to help our community. We're raising the money from our community to help our community.
Yeah, but Steve, so much goes to administration. I mean, it costs a fortune to run an operation like this, right?
I don't know who you're talking about. But no, our overhead, when you want to look at that, is probably around 12%.
12%. And all of the 88%
It goes
remains.
back into programs, it goes back into supportive services it goes back and supports the work that we do. And part of what we do is to evaluate needs in our community, to assess the effectiveness of programs, and invest in those successful programs. So that's what you're buying. There are many giving campaigns around, and that's exactly what they are. Give me your money.
Do you ever have a need for volunteers to help?
Always.
Always?
Always.
What would a
And-
volunteer do for United Way?
Well, they could contact our Volunteer Wayne website, go through there. There is a slew of volunteer opportunities. Right after the storm, we were working hand in hand to identify the needs. Did Christ in Action need help? Did any of these organizations? Because as we knew, there was a whole groundswell of people I want to do something.
Right.
register on there. Once you're registered, when needs come up, they're automatically emailed and they're in contact and say, hey, let's go. They don't have to keep checking back and forth. It's a wonderful way of volunteerism. And we thrive on volunteers. I mean, we survive on them. And we need volunteers. And not only United Way, but in all walks of life and all walks of activities that are important to this community. Most of them rely on volunteers. You have to have some paid leadership.
Yes.
But volunteers make it work.
It's all about volunteering. Now, the United Way is either near, at, or over 100 years of age, 100 years old. How long has it been here in Wayne County?
We just finished up, I think, a year or two ago, being here about 90 years.
Is that right?
1925, I want to say. Yeah, that's right. Last year was our
91
90th. And I feel like I've been here most of that. But
Yeah,
actually,
well, you look good
actually, I'm
for
working
91.
on almost being here 1/3 of that, which is
right?
remarkable. But that's, we've been here. It's a long history.
Long time.
And the only reason why it's still here, because the community supports what United Way does.
You said a moment ago that this is a caring community, and that it is.
Oh, absolutely.
Anytime there's an emergency of any kind, anything that happens here in Wayne County, the community comes forward.
Oh, yes. In the aftermath of that storm and the
Yes.
flooding, our disaster fund, I mean, we've put $10,000 into it to start it off with. And we've raised well over $110,000. And you know what, Wayne, it's interesting. The majority of that came from our community. But there was lots of money that came from outside of Wayne County,
I know.
just to help.
Yeah,
And that's what it's all about.
yeah, because we have in turn helped others when they needed help,
Yeah. Yeah.
other communities.
Yeah, we're all one,
That's
aren't
what we do, yeah.
Yeah, it's important.
So, Steve, how would someone help? How could someone donate? How could someone help? What do they do?
Asking people if, a lot of different ways. You're working somewhere and you have an opportunity through an employee campaign, think about, if you've been asked, think about what your response ought to be. If you've not been asked, ask why. In some cases, employers don't run employee campaigns for United Way. But you know what? If you work at an employer and you have an interest, go ask them, how can I do a payroll deduction? How can I give back to the community through my workplace? They can write us a check. They can make a pledge and pay it in installments, as you mentioned, next year.
Interest-free, by the way.
Interest rate.
Yeah,
We
right,
won't
you don't
charge-
charge interest for
no,
that,
we-
do you?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. But and also they can do a monthly, contribution either through a credit card or a draft from their bank.
So what would be a fair share? What's a fair amount?
For you, I'm
no,
not sure.
no. What would it be for the average person?
1 hour's pay a month.
An hour a month. 1 hour's pay per month. So
For a
if
year.
someone's making $10,
It's
$20,
$10.
$30 an
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah.
A
and,
month?
and we've incentivized that we
Oh.
have a $5,000 grand prize drawing for people that do pledge 1 hour's pay a month. And they fill out a form, it goes in the drawing. Well, at the end of mid-December, we'll have 22 finalists. And out of those 22, one will walk away with $5,000.
Now, let me play devil's advocate here. Someone would say, you've got $5,000 to give away. Why don't you just keep that in the campaign?
Well, I think that's $5,000 that came from other sources is generating more than $5,000 in pledges.
I knew you were going to say that.
I didn't expect you to ask the
I
question.
know you didn't, but I wanted to get it out there because
Yeah.
there are people who say, if you've
Yeah.
got that, then why not? But there's a reason.
Yeah,
You're generating more interest. And
exactly.
you're getting more people involved.
And it's not campaign dollars.
It's not campaign dollars. It's
Right.
not taken out of the campaign.
Right,
Exactly.
exactly. That's important for people to understand.
People need to know that, yeah. So they can talk to their employer, they can call this office, they can fill out a form, they can do anything they can to help United Way of Wayne County.
Yep, and it's all just going to help ourselves.
Exactly.
That's what we're doing. Right now, we may hit 95% of our goals, but when you
By the end of the campaign?
yeah, but
Well,
that's
we've got to do better than that, though.
That's exactly
We
right.
have to do better than
That's
95.
exactly.
95% is not.
It's not good.
It's not good. It's
not
not
good
hitting
enough.
It's not hitting a home run. We
No,
need to
no.
hit a home run here.
We want to go beyond a home run if we can.
Sure.
And
At least a touchdown.
last couple of years, it's been 102 102, 103% of what those goals are. And it's important. It's just money being invested back at the community.
Yeah, but the difference between 95% and 100% is not that, it's not that great.
It's about, right now, I guess, $70,000.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, you and I sat down one time and I said, gee, you know, if everybody in the county gave $1, we'd go way over the goal.
And there you go. It's less than $1.
Less than $1, it's like 50 cents or 75 cents now,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah. To make an impact.
Why
So,
can't we do that?
We can do that.
We can do that, can't we?
We can, and I appreciate you coming here to help us get the word out.
I think we can do that.
That we can do it.
We can hit that goal.
I mean, Wayne County, there's no reason why we can't. And
Well, there are people who need help here.
absolutely,
People need help,
absolutely,
and the flood made it worse. There are more people now who need help
yeah.
than before.
And so we're balanced, and we still are, allocating that disaster fund to those support agencies, and we know that's going to carry into next year.
That's right.
We know it. Everything, the waters are long receded, and we all would agree that was a tremendous disaster for our community. But you know what? What we are looking at now, it's a disaster to us and the community when there's a battered woman. It's a disaster to us when there's a homebound person who needs a hot meal. It's a disaster to us when a child goes to preschool or kindergarten not ready to learn. So there are disasters happening every day. And that's what we're here to help prevent and support the aftermath of those disasters that affect people every single day in Wayne County. You may not hear about them, but they're there.
They're there. And you can help. The number to call is 919-735-3591, 735-3591. Anyone here, this fine staff that you have working for you with Steve Parr, can help you find a way to help your neighbors. Steve, I appreciate it.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
We've
You
got a
too.
lot to be thankful
Yes,
for.
we
for
do
this
indeed.
community.
Steve Parr is the Executive Director here at United Way of Wayne County. Thank you.
We're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television on this Wednesday. That means tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and it's Thursday, and there you go. And guess what we've got? We've got a turkey trot. Tomorrow, the turkey trot at the Goldsboro Family Y. And if you can read that, excellent. I can't. Oh,
Sure you can.
it's the 11th annual turkey trot at the Goldsboro Family Y. 5K, 10K, and a 1-mile race. All starts at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning at the Family Y, which, by the way, the Y is actually under renovation.
Yes.
But this will be, this is going on tomorrow, starting at 8 o'clock at the YMCA. And awards will be given for overall, for age group male, female, 10K and 5K. An award will be given for a 1-mile fun run. And the best Thanksgiving costume as well. So dress up, wear your costume, and head over to the Goldsboro Family Y. You can go to Goldsboro YMCA for details. Is that straight?
You're crooked.
I am not a crook. That's it. That's it. Proceeds will support Change for Children's programs at the Goldsboro Family Y. Okay?
Okay.
All right. That's tomorrow. Woohoo! Get out there and run your little heart out. Turkey Trot, the 11th annual Turkey Trot, Goldsboro Family Y. What's special about today?
It's not Wayne.
It's not? You've always said it was,
Not today.
but not today.
Not today.
Okay, what is it? Today is turkey. Almost turkey. Today is Thanksgiving Eve.
Yes.
Okay.
It
Now-
is Doctor Who Day.
Is it? It is. Today is Doctor Who Day. I thought it was yesterday, but today is Doctor Who Day. Today is also International Image Consultant Day. Today is Taiwan On Day. I thought it said Taekwondo to start with. But it's Taiwan On, which is always the day before Thanksgiving. Today is also National Espresso Day. Espresso Day. Okay. That's what's special about today.
Trivia.
Oh, yeah. Trivia. Do we have a trivia question?
Do we have a Thanksgiving trivia?
Oh, I should have had a Thanksgiving trivia. Something about turkeys, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Guess who is a turkey?
Well, I resemble that remark. Take a look now at our trivia question for today. The category is, well, Ferris wheels. I know that doesn't sound very Thanksgiving-y, but Ferris wheels is our category for today. The first Ferris wheel in the U.S. of A., and I qualify that because there may have been another one somewhere at some point. But it wouldn't have been a Ferris wheel. It would have been some other kind of wheel because the Ferris wheel was invented by Mr. Ferris. That would have been a good trivia question. But anyway, besides all that, the first Ferris wheel in the United States was built for a World's Fair. In what city? The first Ferris wheel in the United States was built for a World's Fair in what U.S. city?
Hint.
Ferris wheel's round.
The city. A hint.
Oh, a hint for
on
the city. Oh, it's a U.S. city.
We got that.
Got that. And it's a big city. Big, big, big.
We got that.
And it was at a World's Fair. And there's been several.
Can we have a state?
No. If I told you the state, you'd get it.
Okay.
Well, there's only 57. Or 50. There's only 50 states, so just pick one.
Okay, Wayne.
Okay, Wayne. That's our trivia question for today, and we'll have the answer for you in the next segment of the program. And that'll be coming along soon. Right after this on Wayne Goldsboro Television. We're joined by Charlie Ivey, and Charlie is the Executive Director of Partnership for Children, Wayne County. Hey, buddy.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Just fine. Just
Good
fine.
to see you. Good to see you. Always
It's great.
good.
Always great to be here, Wayne.
Charlie, appreciate you coming by and talking to us about Partnership for Children. In case, and we've talked about this before, just in case people do not know what you do, what does Partnership for Children do? What are you?
Wayne, we are a nonprofit, which I like to say we're the one-stop shop for anything for children from the time they're born to the time they start school. We provide services for parents, for child care providers, for anyone interested in helping a preschool child.
And how do you do that?
Multi-
what do you offer?
Multitude of ways. We are actually the Smart Start Agency, which
Okay.
is the state organization for preschool children.
Right.
And we provide a number of programs for parents or child care providers, providing technical assistance for child care centers, parent education programs, everything from prenatal programs to programs helping with parents dealing with their child's behaviors, all those types of things to support the child. We also are the administrator of the North Carolina Pre-Kindergarten Program, which of course is the state program for at-risk 4-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And you do all this in your one large building there.
In one building on William Street. As I said, we're a nonprofit. We're not a government agency, so therefore we depend upon community support.
You depend upon community support, and that's important because you are not a government agency.
We are not a government agency. We do receive funds from the state for programming, but in terms of supporting the administration, supporting our physical needs, that is up to the community.
Somebody doesn't come in here and tell you what you have to do. You create your own.
And the whole purpose behind Smart Start is for the community to work together to determine its needs. Mm-hmm. And through established programs that have been shown to work, provide those to the community.
You know, you have so many programs for youth and for new adults, in fact.
Exactly.
One that I find extremely interesting is one that is for new mothers.
Right.
First-time mothers, and many of them have no idea what to expect. Many of them have no idea what to do.
Exactly.
And it's kind of scary.
Well, we have two programs. We work with the health department with a program called Young Families Connect, and that is essentially for brand new mothers and dads now.
And
We
dads.
include the
Good.
dads into
Thank
the
you.
program. We also have a prenatal program, which we call Pregnancy, Birth, and Beyond, which what it does, it is a prenatal program preparing parents for childbirth, but it does follow those parents through the first 6 months to a year of a child's life to be sure that they are comfortable in their new role. So, and this is particularly true for high school new moms, particularly mothers in high school who have unplanned pregnancies, may not have the support and the knowledge to get ready for that birth, and so we have this program for them, and we go into the high schools with the help of the public schools to provide it.
So a potentially new mother, new mom can come to you looking for help, seeking help. She'll get help. She gets help of what to expect, what she's going to go
gets
through.
help not only in what we can provide, also in the resources and the references. We can point her in the right directions. You need to go see this group. You need to go see this government agency. We can provide that information.
And that way they know they're not by themselves.
Exactly.
They have help available to them if they just
Exactly.
if they just come look for it.
Exactly.
And for the infants, starting from birth until
To the time they start school. And we work with a multitude of community agencies, everyone from the public schools to the public library, the health department, Goldsboro Pediatrics, all these organizations who are committed to providing services for our young citizens.
that is fantastic. Now, who is on your committee?
Well, our board of directors, who is
Or your board.
responsible for governance, is made up of 18 community citizens. By Smart Start guidelines, they represent 3 segments of our community.
Okay.
They represent the business community.
Okay.
They represent the service community, churches, nonprofits, other groups that are dedicated to serving the community, and they also reflect government. We have representatives from the city government of Goldsboro, the county government, the health department, public library. We try to involve all segments of the community who are aware of what the community needs.
Wow. 18.
18.
That's a large board. And coming from
Try to meet with them.
no, thank you. No, but you had a meeting last week, didn't you?
We did. We had our annual meeting, which we brought together all segments of the community. We had a wonderful speaker, Dr. Mariana Glusman, who is a noted pediatrician from Northwestern University.
Wow.
And she spoke to a program which we are totally involved here in the community, and that is early childhood literacy. Getting
man.
children ready for school. We all know that learning does not begin when a child enters kindergarten.
Right.
It begins when a child is born. And it's very important for parents and people who take care of young children to realize that they are responsible for the child's first education. And everything from talking one-on-one with the child to reading to a child is very, very important. Brain development occurs early in life. 85% of the brain development occurs in the first 3 years of life.
Now, that's an amazing number there.
That's an amazing
People don't
figure.
think about that.
85% of brain development takes place during the first 3 years of life. If that brain is not developed to its maximum potential at that point, it never is, Wade.
So people say, it's just a little baby. A little baby doesn't know anything.
No.
A baby can't learn. Come on.
Child is learning from day one. What they hear, what they see is very, very important. What the brain does is creates neural networks, if you will. And I'm not a scientist, trust me, but I have learned enough about
Do
brain
you play
development.
one on TV?
Huh? No, I
Okay,
don't.
well,
No.
well.
But I do know, Wayne,
Yes.
those neural connections are created during these first 2 and 3 years of life.
Right.
If they are not formed at that point, they are never formed. But those neural connections are so very important in a child's education.
Without that, without the learning, without the ability to learn, which is the more they learn, the better the ability, then they will not do well in later years
Exactly.
in school.
They're not ready for school, and we spend the next 12 to 16 years playing catch up. And sadly to say, not many of them totally catch up.
So if they understand learning and the way to learn and how to learn as an infant, then they will do better in school in later years. That makes sense.
That's exactly what Dr. Glusman was saying last week. And she spoke to a group of people who are totally bought into that idea and are committed to making every minute count in an early child's life.
Wow.
So,
Now,
but
there's a but?
there's a but.
Okay.
All that takes money.
Yes, it does.
That is why last week at our annual meeting we did kick off what we call, and be very careful with this, Wayne, the Big Ask program.
Okay. Big ask.
Big Ask. This program is we go to the community and ask for help in becoming partners in our programs. We have a fundraising campaign, and it's just a big play on words for that purpose, to get community businesses particularly involved in the Partnership for Children. We have developed a program to recognize individuals and businesses that do participate in the partnership. We create children's champions, children's heroes, children's advocates, and you get this designation by contributing to the partnership.
Wow, okay.
And Wayne, just to be sure everyone is clear, we do receive grants and funds from the state to run our programs, but that's exactly what they're for. They are for our programs. They cannot be used for specific programs. Specific programs that have been educationally sound and research-based,
Right.
and so they are shown to have worked. However, these funds cannot be used for capital improvements, you say, the upkeep of our building on William Street.
Right.
These are the things that the community must invest in. In addition, the state does require that the community contribute a 19% match to every dollar that they provide. So roughly, when they give us $1, they want us to raise 20 cents, essentially to support the programs and support our efforts here locally.
Okay.
So,
Well, that shouldn't be too tough.
we have been very, very pleased. Last year when we launched Big Ask, we were very pleased. We raised almost $10,000, and that's our goal this year.
Wonderful.
To break that barrier, if you would. But we had 4, 8, 11 businesses, communities to come forward and provide that support.
That's
and
wonderful.
we are looking for more businesses to contribute. This year we have a special need. We had a visit from Hurricane Matthew.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yes, we did. Matthew did quite a bit of damage to our building on William Street, and so we are in need of some capital improvement. And so we're looking for community support. Once again, our state money cannot be used for that improvement.
Right. Now, Charlie, I say it's not too tough to raise that kind of money. That's providing you're dealing, you're talking to people who understand the program.
Exactly.
If they understand what you do, then they are willing and ready.
Okay. Well, Wayne, one thing which we've learned is when folks understand what we do, they are very, very supportive.
Exactly.
They do realize that our commitment to children before they start school, a group of children that heretofore have had little support, but is a very, very important group and a very important time of their life. When people understand what we do and how we do it, they are very, very supportive.
Can someone come and ask, what do you do?
If
Can you show them?
anytime, we have a number of ways. We are located at 800 North William Street.
That's near Royal Avenue.
You're right at the corner of Royal and William Street. We're open every day from 8 o'clock to 4:30. Our folks are out in the community at all times, but someone's always there. We have a wonderful lending library, a resource center for parents and child care providers there. So they're certainly free to come by. In addition, we have a internet presence. We have our own website, pfcw.org.
Right.
Partnership for Children Wayne.org, PFCW. We also have a page on Facebook. And you can find all kinds of information about our current programs, training sessions that we're providing, and when our programs start for children, including a very special program coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
We have what we call a partnership Christmas.
Oh.
This is something we have new, but on December 8th, Thursday, December 8th,
Okay.
from 10 to 12, we'll be at the Wayne Center off of Chestnut Street with all kinds of activities, crafts, read-alongs, dancing, characters, all kinds of activities for our preschool children. And we also understand there will be a visit from Santa there as well.
Really?
Really. And he has a special gift for every child that attends.
The jolly old elf himself.
Jolly old elf himself. And I know him personally.
Do you really,
I
Charlie?
do.
Oh, my.
I do.
Those are personally.
But all children from age 1 to 5 are invited to come out and get a head start on the Christmas season. That is just one of the activities that the partnership provides for our preschool children.
And that will be December 8th at Wayne Center.
December 8th, totally free of charge. Parents, bring your kids. We look forward to having you.
Corner of George and Chestnut, downtown Goldsboro, not downtown, just, well,
Right.
almost on the edge.
Exactly.
Right there on the edge
So
at Wayne Center. Well, Charlie, big ask. Again, is that going on now?
that's going on. We'll hope to have it through the Christmas season. But anytime folks would like to make a contribution to the partnership, you can certainly get on board, become a partner with the partnership.
www.pfcw.org.
Good enough.
pfcw.org, and Charlie Ivey is the Executive Director of Partnership for Children in Wayne County. Charlie, I thank you so much for this.
Always.
All right, buddy.
Always.
Thank you. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television on a Wednesday, and again, a quick reminder, tomorrow we'll have an abbreviated program for you. There'll be no interviews, abbreviated program for today and Friday as well, and then we'll be back in full force on Monday. Right?
Yes.
Yes. I love Mondays. I really do. I know. Don't you call anybody
Don't worry.
to come get me. December 7th. What's that all about?
We have an education hot topic. How is the education community working together for a strong Wayne? And what does it mean for the future?
That's a good question.
Yes. Wednesday, December the 7th, from 12 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. at Lane Tree, we will have Dr. Michael Dunsmore, Superintendent with Wayne County Public Schools, Dr. Philip Kerstetter, the President of University of Mount Olive, and Dr. Thomas A. Walker, Jr., the President of Wayne Community College.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. And that will be on December 7th, right? It's a
December
Wednesday.
the 7th,
December
yes.
7th.
Chamber members is $20. If you're not a chamber member, you can go for $30.
And it's easy to become a chamber member. In fact, you become a chamber member, the due is very inexpensive, and you get your money back in that. That's a $10 difference right there if you go to these meetings. And these meetings are great. They have hot topics all the time. And there's a lot to learn from these meetings. So you could really gain by, and you don't have to be a business owner to be a member of the Chamber of Commerce of Wayne County. In fact, individuals can actually go to these meetings and can actually become a member of the Chamber of Commerce of Wayne County. So if you have any questions about that, do we know that number?
It is 919-734-2241.
That's right. That's right. Okay, we did that, didn't we? We did that
We
as well, didn't we? Did we do that? We did do that. We did do that. We did do that. We didn't do that, but we will later. We mentioned the hot topic, didn't we? Coming up on January 5th, a rescheduled date for Dancing with Stars of Wayne County, Dancing Stars of Wayne County, on January 5th at the Paramount Theater at 6:30. Support your favorite star. You can vote online for this. It costs you $10 per vote to vote for your favorite star, a dancing star. Now, $10 per vote. Tickets will be on sale at the Wayne County Chamber office at 308 North William Street. Tickets are $75 per person. Each ticket includes 1 adult admission, hors d'oeuvres, and 5 votes. So that's $50 right there.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So you can buy a ticket and see who will win, and there's a ton of people on this list. You see all this?
I do.
For example, just a few names. Former Miss Goldsboro, Emily Tucker, who is with the Brookdale Berkeley Boulevard. Emily Tucker is one of the participants. Steve Mitchell with Markham Mitchell and Stroud. Gee whiz. We've got Michelle Garon of Eastern Wayne High School. We've got Edna Gambella of St. Mary's School. Dr. Ben Eskra. Way to go, Doc. Terry Gaynor. Terry's with the U.S. Air Force. Let's see, what else do we have here? Got Corey Coley from North Carolina Wesleyan.
That's just a list
Just
of
a
them.
whole bunch of people here, and that you can vote for and support. Now, of course, this money will be used for, well, we'll let them tell you. Okay, the money is.
What's the website they can vote at?
The website they can vote at is WayneEducationNetwork.org. Very sharp, because that's who benefits from this.
That's right.
That's right. The Wayne Education Network benefits from this. WayneEducationNetwork.org is who will benefit from this. It's a Wayne Charitable Partnership fundraiser supporting various Wayne Education Network projects. And this includes scholarships for prospective teachers, the middle school fair, junior leadership program, teacher welcome breakfast, the Golden Rule program, teacher mini grants, as well as middle school STEM fair and other education programs as needs arise. So it's very important that you support this. And you can support it by voting, by calling, by voting online at WayneEducationNetwork.org. Right?
That's it.
That's it. On today, Wayne County Public Schools Early Dismissal Day. That is today. And at the Wayne County Public Library, they're going to have an event from 2 until 3 p.m. this afternoon.
Kids 12 and under. Kids 12 and under.
Oh, okay. For kids 12 and under, it is for. Celebrate the good things in life with, and these are good things. These are snacks and games and books and turkey-themed crafts. It says you need to register, but just go. Okay? It's for youngsters 12 and under. All right. Now, Saturday, November 26th, this is interesting right here. At the Goldsboro Public Library on East Ash Street, Microsoft Publisher is one of the Microsoft Office programs. And Publisher will be taught. You will learn basics for creating invitations, newsletters, calendars, brochures. You will even learn etc., etc., etc. with this software, and etc. You remember The King and I? Never mind.
Who?
Never mind. Yul Brynner, etc., etc. It was a movie. We did that, didn't we? Library closed tomorrow and Friday. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think we're out of time. We're out of time. We got to go, got to move, got to get out of here, got to vamoose, got to scoot.
Yep. Click it or ticket.
We've got a click it or ticket to talk about. Yep. Go ahead.
During the Thanksgiving holidays, please make sure you have your seatbelts on. The North Carolina Governor's Highway Safety Program has started their Click It or Ticket campaign, and it will run all the way through November the 27th.
I am impressed. Very good. Wow. Okay. Now, here's the answer to today's trivia question. How's that?
Yes.
The Ferris wheel, the first Ferris wheel in the U.S. of A., took place and was operated at a World's Fair in what city? Well, and you asked for a clue. Here's a clue. Illinois. That's a clue. That's a state, of course. That's not a city. But it's in the state of Illinois. And the answer, of course, is Chicago, which is a toddling town. As everyone knows, Chicago, the toddling town. And that's going to do it for today. That wraps it up, right?
That's it.
We don't have anything left like, oh, click it or ticket. We don't have anything like that.
No.
Okay, that's good. We're going to go. We've got to get out of here. And we'll be back tomorrow if they'll let us in the building. So until tomorrow, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Pat Garner.
And this is Wayne Goldsboro Television.